Alright, welcome to the stream. Time to get back into it. A little more Alan Wake 2 awaits us. Last time we left off, we did a bit more of Alan's bit of the story. First we did some of Saga's, but yeah, it seems like the cult is making their move. They started moving in on Alan, where he was being kept, and almost absconded with him. I think they eventually got stopped. The FBC made their way in. However, Casey is still missing, so we're looking at possibly going to find him and finding out what to do with the clicker on Saga's side of the story. On Alan's, he had a little excursion into a hotel that was pretty cool. Had a very huge horror theme to it, as the devil, Mr. Scratch, had infiltrated a interactive play where there was themed around a cult, a murderous cult, and subsequently ended up killing a bunch of people. So that was interesting. Very neat visuals on that old bit there. So I don't know. I like both stories. I think maybe just for theming and tone and, some of the variety, Alan's are a little tad more interesting. But they've both been really good. I do love all the detective stuff and a lot of the puzzles that you have to do with Saga. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it and see what we can accomplish here. What we got going on in the shoebox? Bunch of stuff.
I'm missing something. Need to look at the case board.
Oh. Well, hold on, give me a sec. Just see what we got. I think eventually it probably would be a good idea. Next time I get one of those words of power for Alan that directly correspond with his capacity. Gotta get more capacity because yeah, Saga's got more right now because of that pack she found, and it's pretty helpful. I was having a bit of a issue with inventory space during the last stream when we were doing Alan's bit there. Kept running out of space. A little frustrating, but we get it. Just gotta keep up on the words of power. Alright, Saga, it's been a while since I've done anything with you. What are you missing on your case board?
Torrin Odin might know something about the clicker. With Wake out of reach, this is my best lead.
It's like a whole different case. What did Torrin Odin know about the clicker? Tor was about to tell me something and got rudely interrupted by something appeared to be attacking him, but it was probably, it might have just been a nursing home nurse. So maybe nothing too extreme. Let's put up the rest of this shit while we're at it. If I can. It was acting like there was something else to put up, but apparently not. Alex Casey lunchboxes. Need to see if we have a list of how many there are. We found a list of how many riddle spots there were. I guess you could just look at the case board. If you leave a cursor over it, they'll give you how many slots are left. So that might be the next best thing. Cult stashes. We found one in Watery. A couple I can't get to because they're in locations that are currently locked out to us. Maybe we'll find a bolt cutter at some point during this particular mission. Cult of the Tree evidence. Cult tried to kill Alan Wake. Cult working for or with somebody. Why do they want to kill Wake? Good idea. Or question. Ilmo Koskala attacked Wake while wearing a deer mask. Okay, fair enough.
Thanks, Saga.
So many. This is a big one. This is a big case. Okay, I think that's it for the cases. Or maybe not, actually. There was still a yellow blip. I don't know why it's still showing those as being unmarked, but alright. The story, eh? 2 pieces of evidence that I can't place, so I guess we'll figure it out eventually, but not right now. Switch reality, don't think so. Okay, so I don't even know if we necessarily are going in the right direction. Let's take a look at the map here. Because we had ended... Oh, shit. Maybe we shouldn't take a look at the map. Fortunately, I got the charm that heals more health than standard, so we can regain quite a bit. I think where we were was this Elderwood Palace Lodge. That's where we got into a big firefight with Colt, and then ended up wandering out here. Although most of this you probably didn't see a whole lot of because that was kind of like scripted segments. But yeah, we ended up coming to about this area. Odin and Tor. Yeah, the Valhalla Nursing Home. Okay, that's what I was looking for. I was like, I wanted to make sure that we were going in the right direction, and we didn't need to go further into the Bright Falls town. But, yeah, I guess in the original game, I remember it kind of being out sort of in the wilderness. Anyway, there are wolves about the area. That's not good. Always hate dealing with the animals. I will say, though, we ended up getting the crossbow between the 2 streams ago and the last stream. And it's actually quite good. It does a lot of damage. You can recoup your ammo in most cases, as long as you fire it directly into the target. Sometimes it doesn't happen for me, but still, it's good enough.
More of those rhymes.
Found a new rhyme spot. Apparently there's a stash around here, too. Oh, that freaked me out. I thought there was a wolf creeping up on me. No. Every time I want to zoom in, it's frustrating because I want it to zoom on where the current character marker is, but it doesn't want to do that ever. Alright, what's the rhyme looking like? Let's see if we can figure this out. Mother, may I go outside, may I run and play? I say to you, my daughter dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day, and only round the trees so grown. Never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. Okay. So, can we put... Wait, that didn't... What was that? No, I was like aiming for the maiden doll. Oh, you know what? It was doing the thing where it, like, double skipped 2 spots. Well, I got a mother doll and I got a maiden. I'm assuming the maiden is going to suffice for the kid, but, go outside and play, but only in the light of day and only round the trees so grown. So, I mean, that would make sense. Mother, may I go outside, never near the lake, my child, and never may you drown. I mean, it doesn't even describe the location as to where the mother might be. Unless this is just a dark story, and, mother's the one in the woods, and maiden's the one drowning. There's no sun or anything. From what I can gather, okay. I mean, yeah, it still looks like the maiden goes in the tree area.
Nah.
Nah.
No.
Could be the monster. Not good enough, huh?
Nope.
I didn't need an answer to that, thanks. Mother, may I go outside? May I run and play? What are you doing? Oh, I bumped my mouse. I'm using the controller, so it always freaks me out when, like, something happens. Say to my daughter, dear, go outside and play, but only in the light of day and only around the trees so grown, never near the lake. My child, and never may you drown. I don't think we'd get multiples of a particular dolls, so I can't, like, you know, hypothesize the daughter drowning or anything.
Doesn't look right.
It makes sense for the maiden to be in the trees, though. I don't even know if the mother, like, factors into anything. That's the point, is, like, do we even need to put the mother down anywhere? Sometimes these nursery rhymes will suffice with just one doll, and sometimes you need to find multiples. So, I don't know. Let me see if I can find that stash.
There's another cult stash.
The cult of the tree sees everything. No, you don't. Oh, shit. Alright. Now I've run out of inventory on Saga. I think that's a pretty good flare, too. Alright. The save point is not too far away. Let me go stash some stuff and I'll come back. Maybe take another stab at the nursery rhyme, see if we can get something there and pick up that set of flares. I think it's mostly whenever I pick up a first aid kit. They're so huge. And really, I can stack 2 of them. I didn't know that. Never really need quite so many. Unless it was a boss battle situation. Okay, what else do I want to store? We're using, like, pretty much all the weapons. I'm going to stack up as many bolts as I can. Rifle ammo we don't need, though, since I don't actually have a rifle, so no point in doing that. I suppose I don't need 2 sets of flares. And you know what? Screw it. I'm going to take out a set of trauma pads, too. But we will stock up on our painkillers. Everything else, I mean, obviously we'll need batteries. Everything else probably is fine. Sometimes I wonder if there's, like, anything on the actual paper that will clue you in into what's going on here, but I have my doubts. Trying to see if there's anything else that might be able to fit in here. So they describe the maiden doll as a young woman. I mean, I wonder if there's something that would fit a daughter, like a child more, because that might be an issue. I might not have the doll for it, because otherwise, I mean, it would make sense. Mother doll you'd think would be in the house, wouldn't be anywhere else, except maybe the heart. So you try, but
Thanks, Saga.
Maiden doll, unless they want me to put it in there, the maiden doll, or at least the whatever represents the daughter, should be in the woods. Here, let me try the mother doll with the heart.
That's not right.
Okay. I'll try the maiden doll in the water.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Fine. Those are the only things I could think of, though. Because the child should either be drowning or near the trees. It's the only two locations that fit. And the mother doll... Oh, wait. Is that something? Oh, look at that. Son of a bitch. There is a child doll. Okay. That was the problem. We were missing a doll. Alright, so let's try this then. There it goes. Should have known. Simple enough, but... Question is... Oh, wait. That's more toys. It's a jump off point. Where did it manifest the charm? You would think it'd be near a tree. Not really any body of water. I don't think it's around here. Oh, are these always here? A shitload of toys I don't even remember seeing, but I might not have been looking good enough. Seems like there's a trail. There it is.
Lots of charms lying around here.
Music cueing me in on the fact that we got an enemy nearby. I cannot see a wolf of the shadows. Shit. So damn fast. Thank you. Oh, Lord. Hate the wolves. I wonder if that one if that one was manifested because of the nursery rhyme, or if that one was the one that was like a little bit further out that way. Because I'd almost rather it was the one that was further out that way. Creeping up a little bit, but at the very least, we don't have to deal with whatever shit is back out over there now. What does the charm do? FBC charm increases damage dealt while undetected by enemies. Oh, that's not bad. Oh wait, no, I already have that. That's what I'm wearing. Here we go. Adds 1 charge to Saga's flashlight. Stagger enemies more often. Increase max amount of health restored in safe havens. I still like that one. I think I want to keep that one. Staggers enemies more often is kind of but it's not bad. Increased damage dealt while undetected by enemies. That's not bad either. I just, it's kind of rare when I actually get to do that. Increased damage dealt based on low health. Increased maximum health. Increased hand flares duration and area of effect. That's 1 charge to Saga's flashlight. I guess I'll get rid of it. I'll store this one for now. If it comes to a point where I guess I'm fighting a lot of enemies, it might be better to have that on hand, but that might not be suitable for this particular instance. Shit. Make sure it got nice and close. Alright, let's see what I can regain inside the cabin. A little bit. Got a little close. I got nabbed by him once. The wolves, so fast. They just move. Sometimes, like, you know, you see them dart across the screen. I mean, that happens with some of the other Taken too, but I don't know. It just seems more dangerous with the wolves. But on top of that, they do a lot of damage. I think they do more damage than your standard enemies, maybe like twice as much, because, I mean, I don't have like a full health bar right now, but still, I think I'd be able to outlast a couple hits. There's some Easter
More
eggs.
of those kids' lunchboxes.
This is a big one. Just then, I suddenly slammed into something that felt sturdy, well-built, like a sturdy, well-built brick wall. I almost fell, but a strong arm grabbed me by the waist. I hardly knew what was happening. A voice reached through the confused, frenzied haze like an outstretched hand. A gruff, manly voice. The deep, reassuring voice reassured me. Yeah, I was gonna say with some of the beginning lines I didn't want to nitpick. The writing could use a little tightening up, but I think that's what they're going for. Don't you worry, miss. I've got this. I looked up just in time to see the monster barreling through the forest at us. Just then, a blast. The monster went down like an elderly person who had lost their cane. I looked up at my savior and saw a handsome face in the dark with a dark hair. He wore a stylish tweed jacket and held up a smoking pistol. Looks like I got here just in time, he said. He smiled at me and my heart fluttered like a bird. I'll say, I thought to myself. Okay. Little unwieldy, but alright. We did read from one of the other lunchboxes that whoever's writing these things is also apparently writing some sort of fan fiction with who I don't know. Well, there's a pretty short path to this manor. I get the feeling like taking the short path is either going to be hazardous to my health or more than likely just blocked off. Can I not jump down here? This looks like a perfect spot to jump down, like right here. Just do it. There are 200 total vehicles in the factory, consisting of bicycles and cars. Each car has 4 wheels, and each bicycle has 2 wheels. There are a total of 754 wheels in the factory. How many cars are in the factory? God. More mathematics shit. 200 total vehicles. I need a calculator. God damn it, I can't believe I gotta do this shit again. I can't do math in my head. I'm not great at math in the first place, but in particular, It's like solving stuff, like thinking about it. Okay, carry the one and all this shit. Math was never my strong point. Damn it. Good. Then a settling container, another flare. More shotgun ammo, I think. That works. What did the note say? We need to go bigger, more stick symbols, more graffiti. I want people pissing their pants when they think about going in the woods. Spread the word. These people be pissing. Is there anything else out here? Potentially be like a random item cache or something like that, but not a cold stash. Yeah, like that, over there. Little item cooler. This one looks a little overgrown on the inside. And these trees are moving. Something fierce. Sort of like some ravens cawing or something like that. Reminds me of the first game. First game, from what I remember, didn't have too much in terms of enemy variety. You had, you know, the regular shadow people, and sometimes you have a big one that comes out and does some shit. And then there was like a flock of birds. There might have been a boss battle with like a helicopter or something. I can't quite remember. I seem to remember something like that. If it wasn't like an actual battle with a helicopter, it might have been like a chase sequence or something, but that also could have been like the FBI chasing them. I don't know. A lot of aspects about the first game were a little bit blurry, but that seems like something that would have happened, my estimation. But yeah, anyway, there wasn't like a whole lot of different enemies, which was kind of one of the more disappointing factors about it, I think, especially given how long the game is. You just like don't really have too much going on to kind of bring up the variety. Biggest, most glaring flaw, I think, of the first game, to be sure. I'm gonna go up this path here just to see if it's actually blocked or something. I don't know, it just seems a little bit too convenient to actually walk up here and there not being any issues. Who knows? If I don't check it, and it ends up being fine, then we'll have missed out on a quick and easy route. Might be one of those situations where it's easy to get up here and then this ends up getting blocked after the fact. See?
Tor and Odin claim to be my family. I know Logan and I never lived here. But I don't know enough about my family history to say they're not my relatives. Mom only ever said my grandfather was bad news. The less I knew about him, the better.
I mean, you know, that could apply to an old rock star. Let's take a look at the map. Is there anything out here? Kind of in this area, it looks like there's going to be a couple cold stashes and stuff, but otherwise, I don't think anything major is around here. Although, I shouldn't say that because we don't have everything pop up on the map yet, for sure. Lunchboxes
Open
won't.
this with my bare hands.
We need the bolt cutter. Lunchboxes won't. Nursery rhymes won't. Obviously, any smaller, like little item stashes inside the coolers won't, so. Hello?
It's a little late for visitors, you know. I was just getting the... Oh, Saga? What's up? Hello, Rose. Thought I'd swing by, see the family. Not a bad time, is it?
Oh, no. I was just, you know, tidying I'm so glad you're visiting again, Saga. But Odin and Tor can't see anyone today.
I was just on the phone with Tor. He invited me over.
Sorry. They had a little too much fun on our trip to Watery and need to rest.
I need an excuse to get in and talk to them. That's too bad. Okay if I say hi to the other residents before I go?
Sure. They always love visitors. Come on in. Not smart to be outside when the sun goes down.
Is that a threat, lady? Why does it keep telling me to skip? Like, I just want to put the flashlight away.
I always dreamed of living in a haunted Victorian manor.
You say that like it's your first time here.
What is going on here?
Saga.
Like, it's really, really choppy. A little shrine to Alan Wake. What is this drawing? Alan Wake's crime novels become the sensation of the nation. Join us as we flip through the pages of The Man Behind the Books, Folks magazine. How has your life changed since your books became so popular, Alan Wake? I have to do a lot more magazine interviews. Other than that, it's not so different. FM, you are hilarious. I can see why you're a writer. So what did you do to get your creative juices flowing? Oh, damn it. What did it? What is going on here? Is there like something wrong? It's like the cursor keeps wanting to move. Writing is a very solitary journey. When I'm working, I like to be alone in a room with my manuscript. Then I can wrestle with the story, get inside the heads of my characters. Sounds exhausting. And yet you find plenty of energy to party, right? Word on the street is you've been out enjoying the New York nightlife. Any favorite spots? I'd prefer if we could focus on my writing. Definitely. Although I'm sure our readers would love to know where they can find your New York's hottest writer on Saturday night. Are you working on a new book? Yes, on some level, I'm always working on the next story. Right now, I'm looking into something different, a departure from what people would expect, something new. Be careful with that. People don't always like new. So what role does the beautiful Alice Wake play in your work? Is she your muse? Alice keeps me stable. She's an anchor, stopping the waves from carrying me too far out to sea. God, so much text. I'm going to say read at your leisure. I just don't know that I feel like reading all of that. I was wondering if you could help me. Longing internally will serve you pancakes. You were my muse all along, Rose. Naughty Alan. Valhalla Nursing Home.
Another lunchbox.
You were strong. You were successful. You were confident. I remember in the first game, there was a super fan that was somewhere in Bright Falls. I mean, there was plenty of people that liked him, but somebody like had a huge crush on Alan Wake. Almost like to this level, if not exceeded that. But I thought she worked at the diner.
Hello, Jakob. Looks like another perfect morning in paradise. I agree, Ilmo. A perfect morning for me to drink this coffee I'm holding. Oh shit, this coffee is shit.
Can't say that on TV.
Jakob, did you just drink a regular brand coffee? I did. My perfect morning is ruined. And all because of your shit coffee. If only we could have good coffee. Hey, what? What's that sound? Oh.
Wow.
Elmo, look, it's the Bright Falls blended organic coffee from
Oh, wait, I've
Deer
seen that
Diner.
thing. I think that was like in the coffee
I've
world.
heard that the health benefits of this coffee include increased energy, improved eyesight, better lovemaking, and deeper connection to animals. With a thermos full of hot coffee close at hand, you are always prepared for what comes next. How does it taste, Jaakko? I feel like $1,000,000. Thanks, Oh Dear Diner Coffee. Bright Falls Blend Organic Coffee is brewed
What is he doing with his
prepared
tie?
right here in the Pacific Northwest from coffee beans that are sourced locally in Puerto Rico. Try it today at Coffee World and the Old Deer Diner, and don't forget to try the delicious brunch special this month only for Deer Fest.
Great. Yako doesn't seem the most enthused to be doing the television ads. He's stealing from the old folks. You know how old folks are always suspicious of people stealing shit from them?
Old gods of Asgard.
Because of me.
So Odin and Thor had a band and everything.
Oh, you didn't know that? I mean, I knew that from the first game, but I think they even mentioned it at some point while we've been doing things
Thought I'd
here.
lost you. Here's some of our residents. Or,
Sorry, I like
as
rummaging.
to call them, our little Vikings. Look who swung by, everyone. Norman, clothes.
Norman.
We have a visitor. Where are your clothes?
I'm headed back to the sauna with Artie.
That in Bright Falls?
Just another day in Valhalla. I should really get back to work, Saga. But feel free to spend some time with Mandy May and Norman here. It's good for them to have company.
Thor and Odin are here somewhere. Need to find them.
Oh, we got too much shit. I hope there's a save room in here somewhere. Let's go say hi to the old
This is your
folks.
home. You don't need to keep cleaning.
That's some fascinating knitwork,
Take
Mandy
that mop
May.
away, but I know you'll just
What's
find
your
it.
inspiration?
I don't know. It is what it wants to be. Taking a break from making those little ornaments for Rose. Do you knit?
I dabbled when I was pregnant. Socks, mittens, the usual stuff.
Oh, how about knitting me some underwear?
One more crude remark from you, Norman, and I'll put this needle in your ear.
Do either of you know where I could find Thor and Odin?
Odin is sleeping upstairs, but your grandpa's been acting crazy. He got electrocuted when he smashed the telephone.
Don't make up stories. Tor went loopy and smacked himself in the head with that hammer he's always carrying around.
Thor is hurt. Something's wrong with him.
They love the young people. Yeah, I've only been in an old folks' home once, but it's always a bizarre sight.
Was Thor hurt badly?
He never let go of that hammer when he got electrocuted. It looked like a bolt of lightning hit him. Wham! Zap!
Thank goodness Blum took the hammer away from him. It's not Tor's hammer, no matter what he keeps saying. Blum has his moments, even if he is a Russian.
Mandy May, you can't say stuff like that.
Still living in the Red Scare era, I see. Damn commies. Okay, we had some stuff pop up. Let's see. No, not that. Anderson brothers. Rose, Thor and Odin are resting, can't have guests. Norman, Thor had some kind of accident, Odin is sleeping upstairs. Actually, we still had stuff to place, but I think it's just meaningless things. Cult stashes, and nursery rhymes, and lunch boxes. I think that might almost be all the dolls. Yeah, we just need one more. So, almost done with the doll situation with the nursery rhymes, which means I can't be locked out of any soon here. Mandy May has the knit design I've been finding by the lunch boxes. I was going to say. I doubt she's the one leaving them, but maybe. Lunchbox found at the nursing home in Bright Falls. Oh. I have started wondering if maybe it was Saga's daughter leaving them around, or had left them around at some point.
Put some clothes on. What if that towel slipped?
Mandy May and Norman said Tor is hurt. Why didn't you mention that earlier?
Oh, you mean the little bump on his noggin? It's nothing. The residents like to exaggerate.
Uh-huh. I need to check Tor's room. You said I'd been here before. When was the last time I visited? Let's see exactly what she thinks she remembers.
Oh, it's been years. We were all so sad when you left. After the accident.
Oh, fuck this. My daughter didn't drown. You're remembering wrong. She's at home watching Night Springs with her father.
Mm-hmm.
It's useless. I need to stop the story.
I was gonna say, why even bother trying to fight it at this point? You know, everybody's gonna say the same shit.
Sorry, Saga. That area's for staff only.
This is the song they played in the first game. Anything good on the jukebox? Because clearly what's playing is shit.
Hello there. Saga Anderson.
Eipä siinä. Name won't make the man worse. Even a Swedish name. I'm Ahti.
Anything good on that jukebox?
We try to do good, but only Prime comes out. Music from my Swedish brothers, old gods of Asgard. My pals, the Perkele Vikings. Perkele.
Were you in the band?
Minäkö? No. Perkele saatana, en ollut. Not so much sweet that it fills the whole stomach. But we have shared a stage or two.
You're gonna say you like the song? It's not a bad song, actually. I remember when I first heard it, though, I was like, is this Tenacious D? It kind of had like a Jack Black quality to it. But yeah, no, the song is fine. The reason I made the comment, though, is just because she, like, the song is currently playing on the jukebox. She's like, is there anything good on the jukebox? As if to say, like, what's currently playing is not good.
Do you know where I could find the Andersons?
Oh, you can never know where. Only a seaman can know that. But even the seaman can't know everything.
Fair enough. Thanks anyway.
All right. Oh yeah, that was the line. It was like a hint about where to go in the story.
Odin's in bad shape. He was drunk and watery. Or is this something more serious?
Who knows? Sea of Night, to drink from the cup of the wise one, for wisdom to be a seer. I gave up my eye in the light of the moon to shine and see the many worlds to madness and beyond. Across the dark dreaming sea, the branching paths of the tree. I gave up my eye so many times. We had lived and died and been reborn. Met before, we'll keep on meeting still. Where did I put the eye? Before time, I gave it to Mimir to drink from the well of wisdom, the cauldron. 1976, I took it out myself to see, drank the moonshine. 1988, he who stands on the threshold took it from me. The time will come again to be writ again. No, not that. I was going to talk to him. Talk to him from the foot of the bed.
Can you hear me, Odin? Odin Anderson? Can you hear me? I need to ask you a couple of questions. Odin? He's in no shape to talk.
That's no good. All right, let's take a look at the profiling. Actually, give me a sec on that. I'm going to do a quick BRB, but we'll get right back into this. Just a sec here. Okay, we're back. Let's see. Gonna do some profiling with Odin here.
Odin's in rough shape. What happened to him?
These are our twilight years. There's darkness in the water. We have our little tricks. And so do you.
What's happening? It's never felt this way before.
You're all grown up, Saga, dearest. And you're back just in time. The forces of darkness are eating away at us. We're too old and weak. You have the power in you, like all Andersons.
What was that? He wasn't a projection. Odin was really here. We were connected. Are they really my family? Is that why this is happening?
Interesting.
I've never connected to someone like this in my mind place before. How is this happening?
I was glad to answer your call. Vikings are born travelers. You are a seer. You can see the truth. But your grandpa will want to tell you more himself. Wouldn't want to steal his thunder. Tor is in danger. You can save him.
Is my mind place more than just a mental technique? Sometimes my mind place even baffles me. Is this the
What?
reason?
But you created it.
Is there something more than intuition behind it? One thing at a time. Tor is in trouble. Once I help him, he can maybe tell me more. You said Tor is in danger. What's going on?
Darkness is drawn to the spark. Tor only thinks with his hammer, never his head. The Prince of fucking Darkness is making a comeback. Tor's marked by darkness. I can feel it. Is he in his room? It wants to take him, and then take me. Beware of Cynthia Weaver. Bad things happen in the wellness center. Don't let her drag him under, Saga.
Does Prince of Darkness refer to Scratch? Is Tor becoming taken? I need to find him before it's too late.
He doesn't look bad head on, but
Before more
we
people
saw him
get
at a
hurt.
profile shot. That thing under his throat it looks like a goiter. It's so thick.
I found a photograph of you with the cultists. How are you involved?
We're too old for this brand of crazy, but we'll drink with anyone who's offering. The cult's been on our asses to join for years, but we already have our band, and those damn fools don't know what they're dealing with. No wonder they want a pair of legends.
Tor and Odin are not part of the cult. The cult thinks there's something special about Tor and Odin. I'm starting to see it too. I found Wake's clicker. What can you tell me about it?
Cut off from Tom's lamp. It washed to the shore. Good work getting the light switch. The light switch is like an amp. You can play rock and roll without it, but you won't blow anyone away. Art, like Tom's writing, can change the world. But the light switch will crank that change to 11.
The clicker has the power to change the story. To save Logan. This confirms what Wake said. I can't let Scratch get his hands on the clicker. By Tom's writing, Odin must mean wake.
I mean, he could. There's also Thomas Zane, which we saw a weird adaptation of him during the last stream in the hotel segment. He was like a rock star, even though he's been depicted. Oh, I mean, mostly he's been depicted as a man in a diving suit, but you know, we've known him to be a writer more so than a musician. What does it say? Tor, while the cult has been trying to recruit them for years, he and Odin rejected all their offers. Just so much shit on this board. Here we go. It's easy to get lost. Not cult members.
The clicker makes Wake's writing change reality. Can I trust him with that much power? Not sure I have a choice.
Okay, I think that's all we could do here.
That woman in the painting looks like Mom. Was I born here? Or is this more of the story?
Could be both. Who knows? Maybe the writer knows more about you than you do. Or the Twilight years.
Excuse me, miss, but you don't see me barging into your room while you're performing mental and physical strengthening exercises, do you?
Sorry.
I thought not.
Sorry. Don't mind me.
And now I have to start over.
Don't mind me taking
This
those
Tor's
bullets
room.
out of your drawer either. Ah, deduction available.
More moonshine. Was this a drunken rampage? This place is a mess. And Tor's not here.
He's got a drum
I need
set.
to keep looking.
Sort of wonder if they allow him to play drums. How annoying do you think that would be? Like in his room. I saw the band equipment downstairs, obviously, but... Who's the third member? I always thought this was like a double act. Sort of wish I could take that map, but... Oh well.
Tor is not okay. Something is definitely going on here.
Always dreamed of seeing New York in a fancy hotel.
Oh,
On greener
dear.
pastures now.
It came out in bubbles.
I think that leaves 4 more. Ah, here we go. It's not exactly lit up, but this is a save room. Good, a shoebox too, thank God. Starting to feel like I was running out of room, which I totally am, because there's no more room. Need to find another inventory pouch soon, hopefully. That should be good for now. See what this old lady's murmuring about. What are you doing, old lady?
This will put a smile back on your face, my dear.
Sorry?
Void with no sense of up or down.
That
She's
did
one of
put a
them.
smile on my face.
There must be an overlap here somewhere.
Very old. The government
shouldn't
built a
interrupt
bunker
him.
here during World War II to watch the ocean for Axis navies and who knows what else. Ever since they sealed the bunker, it's been a hot spot for teens. The Ocean View Motel and Spa, they call it. Ironically, I believe. They go there to
I'm not gonna
enjoy
interrupt
their
him, but
beer
I'm
and
not going to raid his room.
Need the key.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those. I'm surprised they let us into that radio room. Because it had a little security thing on there as well. Got more batteries. That's good. I'm starting to run out of room inside the shoebox now. The shadow of those little banister ends cast. Looks like somebody standing there.
Getting in is forbidden, for your own safety.
The hand just popped right up
Time
there.
is
Huh?
long for those who wait. But in the end, stand the thanks.
Sheesh. Didn't see you there.
Okay. Anything else? I'm just gonna still attempt to go into every door I can. Oh, these things. These are all hanging up in the forest. I didn't even realize it's all knitted as well. You know what? That reminds me of, I forget if there's probably a name for those, but I remember making something like that in elementary school. So, it's probably some traditional or native form of weaving or something.
Need to find the key.
Anything I can say to you? Alright. I'm gonna go ahead to the save room real quick and put away some of the stuff and then go back down to the ground floor. Almost seems like they're gearing me up for something. Oh, somebody was commenting on this vacuum. Apparently it's in the RoboCop game. Like, it's the exact same vacuum. And I guess it's a Unreal asset, like an Unreal Engine asset. I don't know. Some slight controversy or something, because I think, I mean, this is all hearsay, but what was said was that Remedy, like, made 100% of the assets. And then somebody noticed the vacuum in both games, so... You know, obviously, if that was a statement that was said, it's not true, but I don't know if it was actually been said or not.
Tor's in the wellness center, isn't he?
No, he's... Well, yes, but you really shouldn't go in there right now.
I'm gonna need you to unlock the door. This is FBI business.
It's just... There's some things that, Yes, okay. I'll let you in.
Thank you, Rose.
The
Watch
Wellness
out.
Center.
For puddles. You can hurt yourself in the dark.
Right. Thanks. That lady is a walking red flag.
Is this the Wellness Center or what? pretty big.
Odin said Tor needs help. But from what? Is he turning into a Taken?
Painting of Mom and I with Odin and Tor in Odin's room.
Nah.
No, that's not what I meant. Really? Not the Life and Watery one? Maybe there's a Tor and Odin one. Actually, a Tor and Odin. There we go. It looks exactly like Mom. That's me. Still part of the story. Oh, you know what? Might have enough for an upgrade here. The crossbow's been pretty good. I've enjoyed it, even if just for the fact that it does a shitload of damage. Magnetic pull. Hold the fire button to draw the crossbow further. Okay, increased damage sounds nice. I think I'm going to do that one.
Saga strained to pull the string of the crossbow back as far as she could. To her surprise, the latch adjusted to accommodate her. The next bolt would stop a monster.
Nice. That's what I'm looking for.
Dark. Empty. Be ready, Saga.
I was going to say, why is there a chair in the shower? But I guess it is an old folks' home.
Hello? Tor? It's Saga Anderson.
Sure, I'm fully reloaded.
Tor Anderson had lightning in his veins. This was rock and roll, baby. That Weaver girl had cast a spell on him. Tor would do anything she'd ask. Tor deserved this. Tor wanted this. She wanted the song, a gift. He had to get it for her. Afterwards, it was too late. Tor swung his hammer in frustration. The spark was gone. Black liquid clogged his mind. A bad trip. Tor fought it. He was strong. He'd never be taken. But the darkness could still drown him. Tor needed to warn someone. It was all happening again. Tom was back. Coming back. Tom would need help too if he was going to make it. But the brothers were too old to stop it this time. Tor had called someone. Someone who could help. The name escaped him. Drowned beneath dark water.
Is that so scandalous? Oh, I'm sorry. That was a while back, actually. Yeah, were we talking about the Unreal assets? It's stupid, I know. I mean, there's hardly any games nowadays that 100% do every aspect in-house of their games. So, I mean, a couple assets here and there. I mean, if they actually said, oh, we've done everything, and
He's
they're
hurt
claiming
pretty
it and
bad.
voting about it, then
But he tore off his bandages.
maybe, I don't know, but
Tor
still,
was here.
it's stupid anyway, regardless. Doc, Rose and me found Mr. Anderson knocked out on the floor by the phone. Burns on his hand, cut on his head, was out cold, so brought him here. Been acting strange all week. Take good care, he's a VIP, maybe. Tor's behavior has been increasingly volatile. Bloody bandage found on Tor's bed.
Tor is being targeted. He needs help.
Somebody bewitched him, but trying to think of who that could even be.
Can't be opened on this side.
Impossible. Ooh, a vending machine. What do they got? Big ass chocolate bar, Jesus. I think that's, yeah, it's gotta be chocolate. That's what it looks like on the picture. There's just some pretty big bags of chips too. I'm used to seeing like bags of chips. Super small vending machines. I gotta say, as far as vending machines go, the best I usually see it's gotta be in hospitals and in arenas. Usually like backstage arenas will have
Tor, wait! It's me!
some type of vending machine, and they usually have some pretty good stuff. Safe room. We've been getting so many supplies, I'm like hesitant to pick anything else up. If we get into a clear, like, potential boss situation or something, though, I might end up taking a couple things out, like maybe additional health packs or a first aid kit. Like some throwables or something, but right now I want to keep it fairly clear, just in case we end up getting any more supplies. Because I hate having to jump back and forth because I can't carry everything. Tor left through the cafeteria door.
Tor left the wellness center.
I mean, the cafeteria is still part of the wellness center, right? I think there was a hospital vending machine area I went to.
Oh, come on.
Near, I think it was a VA, like a Veterans Association hospital. First time I'd ever seen one of those, like, mocha dispensers. I think I want to say I got something from it too. Wasn't bad. Big old empty hallway. Take a look at the rest of this room first before we venture down anywhere. I don't even know if, I mean, going that way, it seems like it's taking us away from our goal, but might be something interesting down here regardless. Thunder outside. I think that was, oh no.
A security computer.
I was gonna say this is the one that was locked. This is a...
The Koskela brothers aren't just in the cult. They're its damn leaders.
That's kind of what we figured, right? Anyway, security room. Vladimir Blum, you have been accepted into the prestigious ranks of our most hallowed organization. As such, you will join our noble cause and be privy to our most guarded secrets. Ceremony will take place the day after the new moon, as is tradition. Go to the tree. Welcome to Yako and Ilmo Koskela. Seems rather incriminating not to to put your full real names on there. Doesn't seem like a good idea. It's just me though. Is it a Chihuahua? What is that? August 15th? Hoorah! My acceptance letter has arrived. I'm one of the gang now. Do svidania to the boring old Vlad. Oh, das svidania. Okay. I never see it like spelled out, so I'm like, what is that? Das svidania. To the boring old Vlad. Hello to the exciting new man about town, Vlad. I will buy vodka and herring to celebrate. This month, everything will change. August 16th. Had to take care of the dead raccoon over by the bunker. Smelled very bad. Not good for my hangover. I'm sorry, Vlad. May 5th, full moon. May 12th, third quarter. May 19th, new moon. May 27th, first quarter. Okay, these are all like moons. Doors electronically locked. For later. Okay. Guessing it's gonna have to do something with the security password. What did this thing say? When was it written? I should take a look. Guess it doesn't say, but he was bragging about it in August. And the next day after the day after the next new moon. So let's take a look at August. When is the new moon in August? 16th, so the 17th, which is circled.
Needs a password. And a warrant, technically. But hey, desperate times.
Okay, problem it's a 6-digit password. 23, I guess. Also, I'm assuming just be based on his writing, it's going to be day, month, year instead of month, day, year. So 170823. There we go.
And the doors are open.
Not bad, not bad. Let me see what's in this room.
This door needs a knob.
Needs a knob? The hell? Okay. Well, I haven't seen a knob yet. Feel like a knob. It's actually a little more disconcerting now that all the doors are open. Gale borrows. Violent outbursts resulting from rapid onset dementia should be restrained whenever possible until a dosage can be found that impedes his aggression. Harry.
Gale Barrows stared at his chest x-ray. It was in his left lung. It felt like a black hole, an opening to darkness. He felt like he was drowning. He coughed and coughed and coughed. So hard his whole body and soul felt twisted and mangled, upside down and inside out. With every cough, the black hole grew bigger. It felt good. It tore him up, but it felt good. Gale was dying. The black hole was sucking everything good out of him. He imagined looking through it, into the darkness. The black hole grinned. Gale couldn't escape its gravity. He worshipped it. Gale sacrificed to it. In blood.
Okay. I don't know who Gale is, but sure we'll find out. I mean, I know he was in the note earlier, but it still doesn't mean too much to me. Whatever. Something go on the case board? What is it? Oh, computer password. I already figured it out.
Already got the answers to these.
Because I am a smart lad. Look at me go. Or physics acting up. You know, the physics acting up in this game could, like, be somewhat scary. They should have... If they're going to be so finicky, they should have leaned into it. I'll put more shit in the shoebox. I'm going to literally shit in the shoebox. Oh, not that. So many trauma pads. You know, they're giving me so many. Well, I'm going to take this flare out.
Shit!
That's interesting.
What was on the card?
That's a little freaky.
Jesus Christ.
I do think the crossbow damage increase did help, though. Alright. Actually, before I do that, since we're pretty close to the save room anyway. There we go. Might as well get a little free heal while we're at it. Supplemented with a painkiller.
Need to catch up with Tor.
All right, the cafeteria. I know wellness center might be a little different from a hospital, but it still looks enough like a hospital that it reminds me of a hospital cafeteria. Again, the hospital I usually visit ends up being a VA just because on account of my grandfather. It's, you know, I don't go to hospitals too often, but whenever he needs to go for whatever reason, usually end up taking him there. But a lot of people complain about hospital food, and I think that's like the food that they give you strictly as a patient. But the cafeteria at the hospital, I gotta say, is not too bad. I remember him taking me there. He knew the chef or cook or whatever that was working there at the time. I don't know if the chef there was a vet at any point, but the guy made some nice burgers. Pretty good. Lost and found Mittens' homemade notebook full of daily meal plans. Nice fountain pen, antique hair clip. Very pretty. Address inquiries to your friend Rose. Found a box of ammo for a hunting rifle in the cafeteria. Rose, I think you left some behind again. You really should be more careful. Take a tip from Vlad, a fellow weapon enthusiast. Always lock it up. Come collect it from me whenever you can. Bought that tea you said you liked. I can make you a cup if you want, VB. Missing dog. It's like got a little hoodie on or something. Limu. Lime lemon. Ah, so fresh. I don't remember if I talked about it before, but there's that Cola Starry, which is a Pepsi. It's kind of like the Pepsi Sprite, I guess you could think of it as.
This must have been Tor's.
It's a hammer. Not like a thick hammer, but it's a hammer regardless. But anyway, the story is not too bad. I used to love when Sierra Mist had first come out. I think Sierra Mist is now defunct. I'm pretty sure Story took the place of it. Sierra Mist had first come out, and I liked it a lot. And I was kind of a fan of Sprite. You know, for a non-caffeine cola, I thought Sprite was pretty good, but it wasn't my favorite thing. I'd usually default to, if I was going to drink a soda, to like a Dr. Pepper or a Coca-Cola or something. But I had Sprite every now and again. When Pepsi came out with the Sierra Mist, I thought it was excellent. Loved it. As the advertisers probably usually say, crisp, light, just a mild amount of sweetness. Thought it was great. At some point, I want to say it feels like fairly recently, they had changed the formula, and it was shitty, and it must have been widely accepted as being shit because it was so bad. It tasted completely different. It did not taste like the same thing. I don't know what they changed about the formula. I remember seeing something like real sugar added or something on one of them, but I don't know if that was like a promotional thing or if that was something that they had long-term changed, but it tasted like shit. And, you know, for a long time, however long it's been since they started with the new formula change, I just wasn't drinking it anymore. Let me finish my story before we get into a big cutscene here. It's not even that good of an accounting, but I wanted to say that the story is really good. And ever since that came out, which feels like it's only been like a year or two, it doesn't feel like it's been that long. It tastes like the classic Sierra Mist. So I've been getting it a lot, you know, because I usually have some form of cola on hand. It takes me a while to finish a case of it, but it's not bad. I like it quite a bit. So if there's anybody that liked the old Sierra Mist, New Starry is where it's at. I think they might have just taken that old formula and put a new coat of paint on it and called it something else. But still, I like it better than the reworked formula Sierra Mist, because that was bad. That was trash.
Tor, don't go! Tor Anderson, you come out of here this minute. That water is bad for you. Tor, wait! Cynthia Weaver, I know it's you. This kind of behavior is not okay. Let him go. Tor!
Damn.
Well, shoot.
Went away into the overlap, talked to Rose at the pond. All right. Well, there's a lot of stuff out here. Wonder if there's, looks like there's even like some interiors we can get into. But yeah, I was going to say, I wonder if there's any, some dead guy. Nursery rhymes
Need the key.
and or lunch boxes or anything of that nature. Remember, buy more fuses, many more. Crappy old equipment keeps blowing them. BB. A manuscript.
Wheeler used to be the agent of a manic depressive celebrity writer, Alan Wake. Wake had various addictions on his back, an on-off death wish. Wheeler had seen a thing or two. Wheeler paid a lot of money for a good shrink. Got himself convinced that all the nightmares he'd seen leading up to Wake drowning himself were just his imagination. PTSD. Now we had pills to keep the shadows from his sleep. But the Andersons were something else. The nightmares were starting to creep in again. Or maybe it was the drugs in the air. Wheeler hoped it was the drugs. The Andersons were so old. Vampires. After every gig and the party that followed, took them weeks to bounce back. And they never did completely. Each time Wheeler expected them to croak.
Wonder if we're gonna see Barry at any point. Seems like more and more they've started referring to him a little bit. I don't think I picked up anything procedure. We didn't end up needing those trauma pads either. Since we're entering a new area, I'm just going to clear out as much as possible. Although we are out of flares. They actually were handy with that one enemy. Guess it wouldn't be a bad idea to have another set on hand. Hey, there's something in there. Bastard. Is this like a pack of batteries or something? I definitely want that. Why can't I grab it? It's one of those situations where I gotta angle up to it just right. Ah, that sucks. Come on.
Can't be opened on this side.
I don't know why. It's not letting me grab it though. Yeah, we've just been finding all sorts of manuscripts.
Emmett Elwood had had enough. All his life, he'd been surrounded by the same small-minded, impolite, ignorant people in town. Their endless gossip, their nose-picking, chewing food with their mouths open, not washing their hands after visiting the restroom, and touching things. Touching everything. The world was going to hell. He'd watched day after day how all the nice things in life in Bright Falls were spoiled and ruined forever. There would be a just and terrible reckoning. Emmett had imagined many times how he'd make them pay. He had lovingly tended his anger, made it grow hotter. It was out in the open now. Ugly and slobbering, they reached at him with their unwashed hands. He'd beat them down, beat them until they no longer moved. And then he'd wash his hands with a strong antibacterial disinfectant.
Good for him.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah, not even from this side, huh? Okay, stuff just manifested in there. Well, at least we got another battery pack. Just getting upset without that one that showed up. Burrows, spare fuse is now locked away because someone, Athi, keeps stealing them. Code is in the laundry room. BP. I haven't even seen the fuse box. We're looking for a fuse for something. Presumably there's going to be a fuse box somewhere, but I've not seen the box yet. Usually you find the box first, and then you find the fuse. Well, I don't know where the laundry room is, but this seems to be taking us somewhere, so it's better than going nowhere. Yoton yo. House of Zane, renowned filmmaker, establishes artist commune in Bright Falls. Okay, yeah, he was like a rock star, sort of, in the hotel sequence. But then I guess he was also a director. I could have sworn they said he was a writer. In the first game, though, he was a writer like Wake was. Which is why there was like this parallel between them. I don't know. I could be misremembering, but I feel like they're retconning something here. Thomas Zane, born Thomas Sane in Finland, and his partner Barbara Jagger, born Baba Yakala in Finland, have recently established an artist commune here in Bright Falls. Mr. Zane has purchased the old manor house outside the town and has a couple already settled in. In his home country and internationally as well, Mr. Zane is a well-known and respected auteur filmmaker, rising star already compared to the likes of Stanley Kubrick and Ingmar Bergman. His earlier film, Nightless Night, won a number of European film awards. Mr. Zane is currently in the process of filming a feature film entitled Tom the Poet. In conversation, Mr. Zane comes across as a charismatic figure with big dreams. Talks about building a hotel and a film studio in the area. The Ocean View Hotel. I was going to say, there was the hotel. Even has a name picked out for the hotel, Ocean View Hotel. This reporter believes that the name has a nice ring to it. Mr. Zane's dreams will certainly make Bright Falls a household name if they become a reality. Members of the commune clearly feel the same, seeing Zane as a person worth revering, even to a faintly cult-like degree. or revering, I guess would be the word, even to a faintly cult-like degree. A person who guides his flock to expand their consciousness and reach a higher state of artistic inspiration with the aid of magic mushrooms, quote-unquote. While the Bright Falls record does not condone the use of illegal drugs, we hope Mr. Zane will put our town on the artistic map. Talking about him being almost like a cult-like figure. I'm wondering if, potentially, wonder if he's Mr. Scratch. It seems like Tor was talking about him too, like, or somebody
Is
who
this
mentioned
something
him.
they watch on movie night? That looks just like Casey. What the hell is going on?
Not seeing anything. What are you talking about, Saga? What's supposed to be playing here?
Cynthia Weaver had always kept her lantern close. Someone in the back of Weaver. In the dark. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed.
No, Cynthia Weaver was the one with the lantern. She was like the crazy woman, but I think she's the one that delivered the clicker to Wake. If it is her. I remember the lantern lady. She always kept her lantern with her because she was afraid of the shadow stuff. Anyway, I don't know what the hell's supposed to be playing on the projector here. Obviously something intense because the music was flipping the fuck out, but it's like nothing showed up, so I'm guessing that was a glitch because Saga was responding to it like, you know, we were actually seeing something. Code is 273. Rose, if you see this, please remind the residents to leave my stuff alone. I think they hate me, BB. I'm curious to see what was on the projector, though.
A fuse. Could come in handy.
I'm gonna walk through here because I'm feeling like we're gonna get jumped out in the open.
It won't open.
Ended up having to walk through anyway. I think we're good.
I don't have the key.
That was surprisingly uneventful.
Can't open this with my bare hands.
Damn it, Saga. Maybe you should work out or something. Manuscript page.
It's 1988, a face-off between deities on the rim of Cauldron Lake, high above its dark waters. Thunder roared, the old gods facing something even more powerful, something harder to define even. Or, changing the perspective, raving lunatics all. caught up in the frenzy of a shared delusion. The old gods, the corsairs of the Sea of Night, and the Dark One who yearned to stand in between, who had always stood in between, who would soon stand in between. We help you, you stay away from our family, Tor Anderson snarled over the thunder. Yes, until you all come to me, came the answer. That's never gonna happen, shouted Odin. I will take this as collateral. Shall you remember our deal, said the Dark One. Blood arched from Odin's face as he fell to his knees. Lightning hit the dark figure on the cliff, and with that, he was gone. Tor rushed to his brother. Are you alright, bro? Effectively blind in that moment, the eye patch covering his left eye, his hand over the now empty socket of his right, blood oozing out of it. Odin cursed. The bastard took the wrong eye. Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a doer, a fighter. Now the bathroom frightened her, afraid she'd break her hip, like Norman. Cynthia had always kept her lantern close, to hold the darkness at bay. Oh dear, my lantern. I think I've lost it, Cynthia said. This will put a smile back on your face, my dear, a voice said. A man's voice. Someone in the bathroom with her, in the dark. The light bulb had blown. She meant to replace it days ago. How could she forget? She had slipped getting out of the tub. She lay in the tub now. She lifted her hand. It looked wrong. Too many hands. In a black void with no sense of up or down, she was underwater. A dark shape pushed her down. Dark water pressed itself into her. She screamed. It came out in bubbles.
All right. You'd gotten the X. Sometimes you pick up a manuscript and, they do a summarized version of it, abridged. But you still have to go into the menu and actually pick it. But then sometimes, nothing at all happens, and you have to do the same thing, so. I don't know why. I mean, I guess maybe it's important plot points that they feel are necessary to speak out loud, at least give you a couple sentences worth, but it's still kind of weird. I swear I'm coming to talk to you eventually, but... Oh, hey, back in the old folks' home. Okay. I'd almost have to imagine we're getting a bolt cutter pretty soon here. There's been so many locks with that need the bolt cutter in order to get them off.
What was that? Where did Tor go?
The thing that happened 20 minutes ago.
What on earth do you mean, Saga? Tor is resting in the wellness center. Remember?
What? We both saw him go into the pond.
Okay.
Are you fucking with me, or is this the story again?
Now. Let's cool it with the language.
She's clearly lying to me. Why? Rose watched Tor go into the pond. Why is she lying to me?
The secret mission for Alan's #1 fan. The hero will say Wake has returned. We're all characters in his story. Gee whiz.
I'm not his fucking character. But I can use that phrase to make Rose stop lying to me. Wake has returned. Cynthia took Tor. What happened to her?
When the darkness touches your head, your bookshelf gets shuffled. I put her lamp in the shoebox. What do you call a lamp lady without her lamp?
Is Rose talking about
A lady.
Cynthia or herself? Or both?
Or a lampless lady.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my God. You're the hero! You're here to save Alan! I feel so silly for trying to keep you out of the wellness center. I locked Tor and Gale in there after they lost it, and I didn't want you getting hurt. Before I forget, here's the page Wake told me to give you. Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Give them to me. Hand it over.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rescue him.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. Standing there, Saga felt exposed, expecting the shadows to come alive. The needle crackled on the vinyl. The song swelled. Odin had said it was written for her and her mother. Her grandfather's apology. The lamentation of an old man. His heart was broken, sinking into darkness. Odin had said that the song would be a way to know Tor, a way to find him. A light bloomed in through the garden window. That's where Tor had vanished into the pond. Saga knew what she had to do.
The page mentions a missing record. Do you know where it is, Odin?
Driven by passion, raging like a storm. Your grandfather made the song to apologize. To your mother, Freya, and to you. Tor's like a storm. Your mother did the right thing, leaving with you. Even if it broke your grandfather's heart. And mine. Listen to the song, Saga. It's all there. Tor only had one record made. He keeps it in the museum.
Odin knows my mom's name. He's saying my mom took me away when I was still a baby. Plausible. Stay on task. The record is in the museum.
Where's the museum?
Tor
Into the
disappeared
pond.
into the pond. It's another overlap. Has to be. How do I get inside? The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
Okay. Cult initiation letter signed by Yamoniako. Cult initiation letter addressed to Vladimir Blum. Oh, that's VB. Okay. So the museum is somewhere in the nursing home. Got it. God, she's got a lot of potential dialogue.
What happened to Tor just now?
Cynthia took him. Ugh, I knew someone was messing with Tor's head. There's something wrong with the water here. Pipes acting up, black stuff coming out. Cynthia's probably behind that too.
Does Cynthia have any connection to the cult of the tree?
Oh no, she's way too frail for that. But she used to be this town's best defense against the forces of darkness. Well, after Alan. But I guess it finally got her.
She used to live in the power station, so I guess she needed assistance after a while.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages in funny places, like the newspaper, books. Once he even wrote to me with a cloud. If it's something really important, he tells me in a dream.
Okay. And what does he say to you with these clouds?
Ways I can help him, how I can stay safe, good dinner recipes, ways to kill Taken, lots of stuff. I've been finding some pages of writing lately too, so he must be working on a new book. Exciting.
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty. They were the only Alan-related containers I could find online. He told me to destroy the Taken around town, and I needed some way to stash my gear. I even recruited Mandy May to make knitwork decorations to mark the sites. The stashes are for you, too. You being the hero and all.
Thanks. I already have been. You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls right off their backs. They've lived very rich lives. Very resilient. But I already told everyone to wait at the designated muster point on the front porch. We run drills every few months. I'm so proud of them.
I'm impressed by how prepared you are.
We're pretty used to this kind of thing.
She seems like a nutcase. Yeah, a little bit. I think she was in the first game. I want to say that she was a waitress, though, in there, because I remember the super fan of Alan Wake being a waitress. So I don't know. Maybe she switched careers.
Wake tells you how to kill Taken?
Oh, sure. You're the hero, so you must know all about it. All you need is a strong light, and then your conventional methods of extreme violence. Simple stuff. The tough part is hiding the bodies.
I honestly don't know how to react to this.
They don't
Just doing my part, sister.
disappear for you. They disappear for me. If the bodies are lingering around for you, I don't know. You might not be killing Taken. All right, let's see. I guess we got to go back in here. We have our key now. I feel like... Well, hold on. Let's say Tor followed Cynthia because Cynthia was confusing him, messing with his head. Let me check in here real quick, in the utility room or whatever. I'm going to see if we can use her key to get into that one spot. What the hell? Cool. We were just overtaken by... All right, bye-bye, world map. See you later. Thank you for that raid, Mafreeze bro. How you doing tonight? Good to see you. I appreciate that. We just fell through the map, so that's cool. Look at all that stuff. Look at how much is rendered. That's like the entirety of Bright Falls. And what is that? What is that over there? Is that part of the skybox, or is that something else? No, you're good. I don't mind. Don't even worry about it. I appreciate any kind of raid. Okay. All right, let's load. See, that's the problem with this. Such a pain in the ass. 15 minutes ago. This is the second time something like this has happened. I tried to open up the map at one point and ended up falling through the map, like the actual map to look at as a reference, and then fell through the game world map when I came back. And then, now this happens. I try to go into the laundry room. I thought we were just stepping into water or something like that. Nope, the room didn't render, so we just fell right through there. Game needs a little bit of polish, I feel. And just maybe a couple of instances here. Son of a bitch. Okay. This sort of sucks. But it's not too bad. Most of the time was wasted doing dialogue stuff. So I think we could probably recover from this pretty quickly. I just picked up a handful of things. Wasn't too much. Nothing super major. I think I was just walking around here a minute. And then we picked up a couple manuscript pages. I don't know what's going on with that music. Okay, we get this. Actually, can we get let's get a shout out for Freeze Bro. I don't, I'm still gotta get in the habit of doing that, but if you're there, Solidus, if you could do that for me, I'd appreciate it. Gonna ask what you were playing,
What
then I
was that?
realized I could just look
Where did
at
Tor
this.
go?
Thank you. You're playing Don't Starve
What on
Together.
earth
Nice,
do you
nice.
mean, Saga?
Played that a handful
Tor
of
is
times
resting
with some
in the-
friends. Good stuff.
She's
Fun
clearly
game.
lying to me. Why?
Let's take a look.
Rose
Rose's
watched
lies.
Tor go into the pond.
Okay, again, we've seen this dialogue. We can go
Cynthia
ahead and
took
skip
Tor.
this. Hopefully next time the game won't freak out on us. For whatever reason, all the television commercials, registers not having been seen.
Rose. Wake has returned.
Oh my god. Here's the page Wake told me to give you.
Thanks.
Oh, and you'll need my keys to get around.
Thanks.
Saga jabbed the selector on the jukebox, the missing record in its place. Saga couldn't have found it without Odin's help. A light bloomed in through the garden window.
The horror story beat me to Tor. I have to rest.
Cynthia Weaver hated being old. She'd been a It's 1988. A fake.
Okay, profiling. Let's get into Odin's head here. Let us know about
Page
the
mentions the
record.
missing-
I could do all this shit with the board.
Tor disappeared into the pond. It's another.
Oh, shit. There's still stuff we have to... Yeah. Still stuff we have to do here.
The page says the record will open the overlap. Or is the page predetermining it? Am I just playing into the story?
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, from now on, I'm not just going to assume that things are loading up. So, I think I'm going to go check on that laundry room again after I finish this up, but I'm going to make for damn sure that it is loaded. Oh, wait, what? Oh, Alex Casey lunchboxes. Yeah, there's supposed to be evidence here. We just got, or no, actually, we haven't talked to her yet. Hold on.
What happened to Tor just now?
Cynthia took him. Ugh.
Wake is in custody. How have you been in contact with him?
He leaves me messages and...
You need to get the residents out of here. It's not safe.
Oh, this kind of stuff rolls...
You're the one leaving those Alex Casey lunchboxes around, aren't you?
Guilty.
This
Wake
means that all
tells
those
you
fan
how to
fictions are
kill him?
hers.
Oh, sure.
She's not the greatest writer either. Okay, Rose has been leaving the lunchboxes. What did that fit into? Oh, who left these? There you go.
Rose Marigold left these lunchboxes for me. Alan Wake apparently told her to. I guess I owe her one.
Well, they have been helpful. You've been able to upgrade your weapons because of it, so you can't get angry. Okay, my only thing now is that I would kind of like to save so that that kind of thing doesn't happen again, but I don't know. Okay, see, that looks like water. But, okay, see, it was the same kind of thing. The world did not load. But now it has, so I think we're safe. gonna walk over to the save room. I'm gonna do a quick save. Hopefully the world around us doesn't collapse. Alright, I don't think there's anything major I need to worry about. The whole reason I wanted to come down here, though, was so I could use the key in this room and see if it would open up for us, which it does. Very nice. Seems to be it. Can't get into the file cabinet or anything. Okay, whew. I'm glad that got taken care of. I want to say that there was a room. Can we pull up the map for the not the nursery, the wellness center? Investigation in the security room. Oh. I wonder what that could be. Something in the workshop, too. Oh, right. But that door needed a handle. Okay. But I don't think there's any doors in there that I can unlock with the key now. I think most of that's going to be in the actual nursing home. It looks like there's a hunting rifle in that room, though, so we definitely want to take a look at that. I have no clue what the investigation thing could be. That seems like the section that had the journal from Vladimir. So I'm guessing it has something to do with that, but we kind of already read all that. I don't think we need anything more. Anyway, at this point in time, we're looking for a museum. Also seems to be creepy shadows in the distance, so that's cool. Light of the television. Oh, when the lighting changed for a second, I thought something might be playing. I don't know where the museum is supposed to be. Does that say that on the map that we got? Dining room, rec room, lounge, office. Still points of interest as well. Bunch of rooms that we couldn't get into without the key, but I think we should be able to now. Battery pack over there, apparently. Oh, the battery. Oh, okay, no, that's in the boiler room. The battery pack is the one that was in the case, but I couldn't pick up for whatever reason. Okay, second floor. Old Gods of Asgard Museum is in there. Gotcha. Still looks like there's some points of interest, potentially a talking point over here, too. Somebody we could talk to. I hate pulling up the map so often, but there's something in this section, right? Oh, come on, it's like, come on, don't do this shit to me. Oh, it's something in the office. I think we read all this, though. I guess with points of interest, sometimes they just linger on the map because it's something you can interact with later on, even if you've already looked at it once.
Welcome to the emergency muster point.
Is there anyone who didn't show up?
A few. Artie, Gail, Cynthia.
If they aren't here by now, then they aren't coming. It's important to be punctual. On that topic, I'd like to point out that our nightly decaf coffee service is almost half an hour behind schedule.
You all should stay out here a while. Until it's safe.
I'm happy to get out of that house. Isn't it strange that I've lived in Bright Falls my
Shouldn't
whole
you be putting
life,
some clothes
and I
on?
can't remember this building?
The house has always been here, Norman. Remember when that poor Nora girl drowned in the bunker? Those Andersons got it so cheap because it's haunted. You get what you pay for.
Mandy May, are you all right? You're bleeding.
Oh, how did that happen?
Oh, no, Mandy May. Oh, no!
Oh, don't be a crybaby, Norman. It's nothing. I just poked my finger knitting this monster of a blanket.
Have any of you noticed anything
Anyway.
odd about Ms. Weaver?
Just that Tor won't leave the poor woman alone. That brute wants one thing, and one thing only.
Cynthia's gotten downright bossy. Take a swim in the pond, Norman. Drink some water, Norman. Well, no one tells Norman McDonald what to do.
Norman McDonald?
Hello there.
Still around in this
Are
universe,
you
I guess.
Pat Maine from the radio?
That's me. And you're the federal agent everyone's been talking about. Would you have time for an interview at some point?
Oh, sorry. I'm kind of in a hurry right now. Love your show, though. Very informative.
Thank you. Never compromise on quality. That's my motto. We'd be happy to have you on the show anytime, me and my listeners.
Cool. Set up that date for another day then. Well, at least it's good knowing the old folks are still safe. I don't think that's even rendered up, but alright. Valhalla Nursing Home was established in 2014 by the Old Gods Foundation, originally built in 1965 by an unknown architect for the Finnish filmmaker Tana Same. This manor is steeped in artistic history. I met Odin and Tor Anderson in 2012 in a strange trip that resulted in a strange new friendship. I was honored to manage their band as they made their comeback, touring the country and producing revolutionary new music. However, all good things must come to an end. Valhalla is a place of rest. In that spirit, I hope this building will serve as a place where people can spend their golden years in peace and comfort. May it be a home to those who need one. Welcome to Valhalla, Barry Wheeler. Okay. I was going to say that timeline would mean that it would happen after the first Alan Wake game, which I guess it did. I guess after losing Wake, Barry managed the Old Gods of Asgard. But yeah, that was the first time they had met him at that point.
Odin Anderson stirred in his bed, his vision hazy, smudged. He felt weighted down by an ocean of dark water. Through the haze, he made out Saga. Odin felt useless. He wished he could tell Saga how his silly faces made her smile when she was young. Too young to remember. Odin used to joke that Tor was her grandfather, but he was the Allfather. He smiled at the memory. Odin was the kinder of the Anderson brothers. Tor lacked patience, more volatile. The brothers fought a lot, but they were inseparable. Now Tor was missing, dragged into darkness. Odin could feel it. Time was running out for both of them.
Gonna see if he said anything, but I think he's still kind of in a bad position here. This would have been a more opportune time to start digging through this woman's stuff, but I just stole those bullets right out from under her. She was working out. She's fine. The museum is on the second floor, so it seems like that's where we need to go. I'm going to go ahead and see if we can get anything on this floor right now. Riddles Through the Ages by Shabnam Dabiri. Over 200 teasers, tickles, and twisters. Note to self, hide this thing with a nice little riddle like this. Better than any actual lock. Get to the Otter Side by Reese Watts. 250 Otter This World puns to help your conversations go swimmingly. Okay. Got a regular jokester here. Oh, what is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? Come on, game. What are you doing to me? I'm stuck. I didn't know you had a melee attack. Oh, there we go. Just had to sprint out of it, but still disconcerting. Okay, this is the knitting room.
Do you know anything about the cult of the tree?
Yes, yes. He who reaches for a spruce tree will stumble into a juniper. Bloom was one of them. He has kicked empty. I wouldn't want to be in his shoes. But I like his shoes.
How did you know Blum was part of the cult?
Oh, Fox never runs out of tricks. He's a crazy man, and he will show his ways. Bloom like to talk.
Okay. Hope you don't mind me taking a peek around. Shouldn't you be with the rest of the folks on the porch? Guess you're too good for that, huh? Game is just breaking today, huh? Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Wheeler set up a foundation with the sales of their greatest hits album. He used the cash to build a nursing facility. The old men deserved it. An old manor in Bright Falls. Wheeler hired a contractor to have it refitted as an old folks' care home. At this point, Wheeler felt good about himself. He had a heart of gold. No need to feel guilty. Wheeler left the work to the contractor and returned to New York City. He had done his part. It was time to turn over a new leaf. The contractors figured out Wheeler was gone for good. They took the money and ran. When the fall rains came, the leaks started appearing.
That's not good.
Lights. Key fob's no good without power.
No use crying in the dark place. What has been has gone. But trouble doesn't look like this. You can go to the basement and check the generator. But look out. You can never know in which tree the devil sits.
The basement. Thanks.
We've already been down there. I got the fuse. I guess... Well, I'd have to assume the generator's down there as well. The only thing is, though, is that there's a fuse box somewhere. I didn't see anything down in that basement. There was a thermos around here somewhere, wasn't there? first floor, I thought. What's going on with this game? I guess not. No, it's on the second floor. There's one in the lounge. Let me go hit that up. Like you said, the game is getting a little funky. I don't know, this whole particular area. I mean, when we first entered it, it was acting strange because there was just like a bunch of shit that was causing the game to get real choppy and laggy. So a bunch of stuff loading up. But even then, we've been having issues like with stuff rendering properly, and you know, even the map loading issue where we fell through the map. So it's like there's definitely something weird going on with this place outside of, you know, the implied game problems. Now there's Taken down there. See, it didn't even render there for a second. Not like it is in the first time, but still. Never buy more fuse, many more. Crappy old equipment keeps blowing them, VB. Yep. Oh, that's the fuse box. I didn't even see it before.
There. Power's back on.
We might not have had access to it until the fuse blew. Is that corpse down there that's been stabbed in the eye finally gonna pop up? Oh, we just have a image of an old lady screaming at us. I haven't been having the enemies drop anything lately. Guess these guys are no exception. And this guy didn't even give me a bolt back. I was just completely gone. Alright, now we can start digging through the rooms, I guess. How we doing, people? What the hell's going on here? Oh no! Oh no, they've been they've been taken. They've been taken and replaced by A-frame, A-posing dummies. Oh my god, what is going on with this thing?
It sure is a beautiful night, huh, May?
I don't trust you people. Oh, Mayday's
Don't go
back.
getting any ideas, Norman. This is the designated muster point.
We all good here? I think we're all right now. Game doesn't like you breaking into places too fast. Cannot save enough in this game.
Saga was trapped in a horror story. Time was running out.
Coming for you, Cynthia.
A power station.
That's where she
Everyone
lived
needs
for
a
a
hobby,
while.
I guess. A lantern. Was Cynthia using it for protection? Did she know about the dark presence? I feel like I'm missing some context here.
That's where the clicker was.
I'm guessing the woman in this photograph was not Cynthia's favorite.
Did she have a connection to Thomas Zane now? I feel like she did. I forget why, though.
Tor's a romantic, huh?
Very special woman, T. It's the only thing in here that's not damaged in any sense.
A dam? Was Cynthia into civil engineering?
Yeah, she's just into that power station.
The dark presence uses people's memories, their fears to corrupt them.
Went down to the basement to check the lights. Can't trust Blum to do it. Or is it Bloom? I think it's Bloom. He's too slow, but it's getting harder and harder for me to reach them. Can't keep up much longer. Tom's lamp is gone, the lamp with the angel on it. He always loved that lamp. It disappeared from my room. Darkness is here after all these years. It took Tom's lamp. I know it did. The lights are going out more and more. There's no one left to stop it. I can't do it on my own. Not anymore. I have nothing left for Tom now. I don't know what I'm going to do. I need Tom's lamp back. I need Tom back. The shadows are moving. There's no light, no more lamps. Can't find my way out of the room. Someone locked the door. Did I lock it? Maybe Tom did. He probably did it to keep me safe. He's such a considerate man. Barbara doesn't deserve him. Tom could do so much better. Where did Tom's lamp go? I used to have it. I guess he took it back. That's fine. It was his after all. The shadows are moving? Did I write that? Nonsense. There are no shadows. It's just us, Tom and I, forever. I found something funny while I was down there. Newspaper article about Tom, but it called him a filmmaker. Tom didn't make movies. He was a poet, a magnificent poet. I dug around and found film equipment, supposedly also Tom's. What is happening? This isn't right. I know it isn't. Okay, so finally it gets addressed. I knew Tom was a writer. I guess specifically a poet, but he was still a writer. But maybe with this reality, the way it's been warped, he's now been turned into a filmmaker. A director. Go to the tree. Rose Wake has been instructing her how to kill Taken. She believes she's working for him. Is there a section? Yeah, there's a section with Rose. That was an old one we had figured out a while ago, but didn't post it this time around since we had to reload. Entry from Cynthia's journal. She was afraid, hearing whispers. Box of chocolates from Tor to Cynthia. Tor followed Cynthia. Because whatever. Okay, we can do some profiling.
Cynthia targeted Tor specifically. Why him?
Deal with the nasty Anderson fellow. His heart was broken. Cancelled. Leaks started appearing. It was too late. Shut her out of her own case.
The dark presence is using Cynthia to keep me from talking to Tor. Cynthia was close to someone named Thomas Zane. Who is he?
Tom was back. Tom had enemies. In a fancy hotel. Just his imagination. The nightmare started to creep in. Cynthia Weaver smiled.
An old flame. Maybe Tom was taken.
Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming.
It's the bathtub. Apparently when she got taken.
Cynthia Weaver smiled. Lost without her lantern? Nonsense. Cynthia felt as giddy as a young girl in love. Cynthia had loved Thomas Zane. Tom only had eyes for Barbara. Barbara was bad news. Tom had seen it in the end. Cynthia had been there to comfort him. And when he left, Cynthia waited. Years of waiting. Now Tom had come back to her. They'd be together now. See the world. She'd always dreamed of seeing New York. They were there now in a fancy hotel. She drew a bath. She would become like Barbara. No, better. She sank into dark water. Into Tom. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with the nasty Anderson fellow, Tor, always poking people with his hammer. He had it coming. Anything for Tom.
Nothing else from you, huh? That's why I got the key. But alright. Let's check out the museum. I think that's where everything's kind of been leading up to, so. I was going to see what kind of microphone this guy had, because it looked kind of familiar. It almost looked like the same type I use, but upon closer inspection, not quite. Doesn't have kind of like the cage framework on it, but similar type of shape. There's a handful of microphones that kind of have that same look, but don't know that that would be a specifically Electro Voice one. I'm going to say let's read at your leisure here. Feel like we've been taking a lot of time on a bunch of the extra bits. But yeah, pause and read over it if you'd like to find out that kind of lore.
Anger's remorse. This is the one. But it's gone. Cynthia has the record. She will tell me where to find it.
Framed by the old gods of Asgard to memorialize the only pressing of the unreleased single, Anger's Remorse. Record's missing. Tom had enemies plotting against him. Cynthia would deal with them. I guess that's the Tor stuff.
Anger's remorse is missing. Who took it?
Our shame becomes the pale horse. Oh, Tor, bro. Tor's love for you is in that song. That's why Cynthia wants it, to ruin him. She made Tor lust after her. We fought one scratching hag years ago. Now he's fallen for another, and we might lose him for good. One less Anderson.
That isn't going to happen. Cynthia has Tor in the overlap. Anger's remorse is the key to get there. I need to make Cynthia reveal its location. Where is Anger's remorse now?
Kitty is a young girl in love. A rock and roll cliche. The shadows to come alive. A gift. An on-off death wish.
She has the record. I can get it out of her. Anger's remorse. Where is it, Cynthia?
Drowned beneath dark water. Too many hands. The bathroom frightened her. Cut short. She screamed. An old folks' care home.
The Anger's remorse record is in Cynthia's room. In her bathtub.
Alright. We've been there.
Cynthia took the record and I brought it back.
That's all we need here. She was on the 3rd floor. Yeah, if they hadn't explicitly showed it to us in the video, we had also read in one of Wake's manuscripts that, the whole too many hands things.
Anger's Remorse by Old Gods of Asgard. I need to play it in the jukebox.
Asgard.
The dark water pressed itself into her.
I have mine to like restart this game just because of how on the fritz it's been. It's like we got plenty of meds. I don't really need anything else like that. Curious about the rocket flare, but I don't think we necessarily need it either. Yeah, you don't like the jumps? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of them either. Especially since most of the time they just seem fairly needless. Impeding my movement mostly.
Modest rustic charm! Townsfolk were anxious! Left! Shadow!
Oh, come on. I think I did some serious damage to her with the propane tank, but I ended up getting hit by the big twister. Game? We good, game? I think that might have done it in. We did a manual save and everything, so we shouldn't lose too much progress. I'm gonna go ahead and, okay, maybe I won't. There it goes. Okay, that was weird. I'm gonna go ahead and close the game. It's got to sync with the cloud, and we'll restart it. So sorry, but yeah, That whole section, ever since we've been up to the old folks' home here, it's just been seemingly shitting the bed constantly. And then we had the whole issue with the game just like not rendering locations and getting choppy and stuff like that. So I don't know. Maybe it's just the game. Maybe it's just this particular section. But I kind of get the feeling like it potentially could just be like a bad startup. Sometimes with a PC game, you just gotta, I mean, this happens with consoles too. You just gotta like close the game and start it back up again. Let me take a look at graphics just to make sure. Okay, I want to make sure it's at 1440p. Sometimes it seems like I'll start this thing up and it ends up being going to full 4K like my monitor default setting. Also, I wanted to change up the cosmetics, the two different cosmetics that we have for this particular round. All right. So did I get the... Okay, I got the record. How about we reload this time before we actually get into deals? Oh, you didn't reload that thing. You silly bitch. Shitload of damage when he could get it right, but I had to pick it up and retool it because it wasn't getting to where I needed it to be. You guys good? Everybody good here? No more A posing? Place is a wreck.
The song will show me the way.
Look in the mirror, cobweb of my soul, my face forever, seeking to be whole, driven by passion, raging like a storm, with thunder and lightning, and the hubris I was born. Blood, heart, and pain, there is to take it all. Blind to your pain, your wounds, my downfall.
It's louder when we're out here.
The overlap is on the pond. Fuck. Here we go.
Bright Falls record. Body of missing youth discovered in flooded bunker. Local girl Nora Hesberg, age 15, who went missing on Sunday or Saturday of last week, has been discovered dead in the sealed underground bunker near Valhalla Nursing Home in Bright Falls. Cause of death has been determined to be drowning. Incident occurred during a gathering of local youths at the bunker. Nora was first reported missing by her parents Sunday morning. When they discovered their daughter had not returned home the night before, the police were contacted and they received a tip to check the bunker for one of the victim's acquaintances. Or from one of the victim's acquaintances. Police are treating the tragedy as an accident. The community mourns the loss of its young member. Gone too soon.
Mommy, what are you doing? Help me, please.
This isn't real.
Mom, help me.
Fuck this place. Am I going in circles?
Probably. Beware the drowned lady. I'm one of those invisible enemies in the puddle coming after me, do I? There's been a lot of water theming I've seen with this game. I mean, obviously, like, Cauldron Lake is a big crux of it, and there's a lot to do with the water there. But it sort of reminds me of Silent Hill Downpour, like a better realized version of it. 'Cause Silent Hill Downpour is an interesting game. It's not great, but, you know, the big theme in that one is the rainfall and water, and it's got a lot to do with theming around water. It's like the gimmick of the game. And kind of came out at a time where, you know, water physics and reflections and all that kind of stuff was starting to get a little bit better with video games. But
No power.
like I said, this is kind of like a better realized version. Guess it doesn't accept it right at the top.
I need to get the power on the switch.
Go ahead and use one of those now.
The wall just disappeared. The light did that?
Yeah, I guess you haven't been introduced to that mechanic yet, have you, Saga?
Closer. Destroy. The only way.
It's a loop, like the others. I need to reach the center. Cynthia. She's here. A dead end.
This wasn't there before, right? This looks different.
back here again.
Trying to keep track of markers if I can at all. But,
Locked. The key has to be nearby.
I feel like I'm just kind of falling into things. Keep the flashlight up. What are you doing? Something else that needs bolt cutters. This is in a section that we wouldn't be able to get back to, so I'm imagining we probably have to get bolt cutters here, right? Maybe it's in that cabinet. Crap, big ass first aid kit. There we go. And there we go. Finally. Bolt cutters. A huge set of them, too. Cut short. Was that achievement? Don't see it because OBS doesn't capture overlays right now.
Fearful whispers! Shadows! Garden lines!
What'd you break open? Anything good back here? It's down to another location, probably where we need to go would be my assumption, so let me just see what's back here. Battery's good. That's what I've been needing. All right. Let's see what's down the ladder. Sparks flying in a very damp area. That seems sort of dangerous. Like a little hiccup, a little sound. Thought maybe something reverted. Back in the starting point. Rip Nora, gone too soon.
Back again. Gotta go deeper.
We're getting a little deeper at this point. Nora.
Tor!
Where are you? Can you hear me? It's so dark. Oh, I'm sorry, kiddo. The hag tricked me.
The hag. Water hag.
Dark water.
You took Tor. I'm here to take him back.
I need to get the lights on to reach him.
Saga. It's so damn dark down here. I'm underwater. At the bottom spot.
Where is she?
I can't see a way out.
Kind of what I was worried about was that she'd be able to nab you while you're walking around. She might not be able to get you while you're on top of something, though.
Bro. It's so dark.
I can't stay in the water.
Shit!
Just leave me here.
Waste of a flare.
She's coming.
I heard this coming. In the dark.
There must be a way to get the power back on.
It was too late.
There's a little stepping point over there, but I don't think there's actually anything over there I can interact with. Generator. Oops. Got twisted around. Hey, wait a second. We open up the container, but the flare was already sitting on the outside. I think they like randomly spawn in, but kind of no point to it there. Let's see. Yeah, that one is a bit lengthy.
sent the old weaver a smile. Dark shape pushed her down.
I found the generator.
Your daughter was taken.
I'm not leaving you here, Tor. Hold on!
We're starting to It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
The hell's going on? Okay. I was like getting stun locked or something. I saw her there through the flare. Had her going for a second. Tried to shoot her. Didn't work.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
I don't know. It was weird. She has some sort of like telekinesis or something that she can toss at you, but Jesus. Okay. Yeah, that boss battle's a little rough. I don't know if there's something else I can do. You know, I can plug a few shots into her, but
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing.
it's hard evading her moves, essentially.
Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
Shadows
That move in particular, I don't know what that is, but that sucks. You're stuck. What sucks about her moves is that she apparently can phase those attacks through things. So there's like nothing I can take shelter behind. I guess that little rock form did it. It's hard. It's hard to get around that.
It's cold. Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself.
I don't think the propane canisters are going to work. I threw one.
Here.
And I'm pretty sure it's just you won't be able to hit it because of the water. But then the flares kind of work. I think I threw one like initially that first time. What was that? I think I died, but then she didn't collapse. Looked like she was still going. She gets a critical hit point too, but I don't know if I'm just not hitting her from the right side or what.
Dark. I can't see a goddamn thing. Tell Odin. I'm sorry I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
There's clearly a trauma pad there, but alright.
Is it for me?
It's hard because it's so dark too. It's not easy keeping track of her. I'm gonna see if the staircase was still available too, but I don't think it is. I'm just trying to feel out my options basically, because they don't give you a ton of time to register what exactly you can do here. And I think it's mostly just, you just gotta find her, point and shoot.
I can't see a god.
But it's a little difficult to do. Just a tad.
I'm sorry.
Because you have to be evasive with those moves. You can use, I don't want to use my like flashlight, but you could use it to disable her, you know, dark burst attacks or whatever those are that follow you around. But it's like if I constantly keep using it on those, what is that going to do for me in the long run? On top of that, you can still use other forms of attacks. This shit's still tripping me up. Look at that. I couldn't even get up. So it's like I'm getting stun locked. It's one of my least favorite game designs, is how often you can get stun locked in particular games. Sometimes it just keeps tripping you up. The very first time, maybe I've got that charm. Do I have that charm? I don't think we have a point where we can get into a shoebox or anything. But do I have that charm that keeps you from staggering?
I'm sorry, I fucked everything up.
You can apologize to him yourself. I'm getting you the hell out of here.
But yeah, she keeps getting tripped, and you know, sometimes I'll get hit several times over, just constantly tripping over myself. Trip, 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 trip. Get hit by the big thing, and big attack, and you're it. That's it. You're done. We got her on the ground once. Seems like I did a decent amount of damage that time. No other time since then. Come on. The shittiest thing about it is there's nothing you can use for cover. Those dark bursts or whatever, they just will plow through just about anything. I got lucky with a little bit of rubble. There was like a bit of concrete rubble that I was able to hide behind and heal. But that seemingly only worked the one time. I had tried to attempt to hide behind it another time. And I don't know if it just like circumvented it or if it actually just went straight through it. Stupid darkness attack. Like I said, I would potentially use the flashlight to disrupt them. I did, but sometimes it's just too damn slow. Just using flashlight power, and then she ends up hitting me with this shit, so it's like, what's the point? Yeah, I can disrupt the dark attack, but that doesn't disrupt the other stuff that she does to me. Already almost out of handgun bullets. boss battle sucked. I mean, I don't want them to be easy or anything, but there was just a lot that wasn't working with that one.
You again. The FBI. Saga Anderson. I'm closer now. I can feel it. You helped me get closer to escaping.
Wake? Where are you? Is this coming from the dark place when you were still trapped? I have the clicker.
He still might be trapped.
Finish this.
We've got the clicker. You can help. You must find it.
I already have it. I can get it to you. But I have to understand. Did you write Logan into the story?
He's in danger. I need to get back. I'm writing a story. It's the only way.
Then change the story. If this is the past, if this is you still in the dark place, then you can do that, right? You cannot write her in. She's my daughter, goddammit!
Ain't always about you, Saga.
Logan is in the story. I can get him to change it. I have the clicker. I'll make him change it now. He had no right to do this to Logan. To my family.
Ain't always about you, Saga. Shut up.
Tor!
Oh, fucking hell.
Are you okay?
You took your sweet time to come save your grandpa, huh?
Nice attitude. A family trait?
You're right. Sorry. Thanks for helping out an old bastard like me.
That's my job. Now, I've got some questions for you.
Of course you do, sweetie pie. And I got answers.
And a chapter. That was a long one.
Look in the mirror, the cobweb of my soul.
All right.
On my face forever.
We need to talk.
Damn right. Lots for me to explain. But not here. The night's got ears. We can have our talk in your head. You have a room there, right?
How do you know about that?
I'm your grandfather. What don't I know?
You know about my mind place? How is that possible?
We all have the power. Find the truth. Damn right I do. Odin already told you you're a seer. You can gaze into their heads, see the truth. See past the lies. Past this bullshit horror story. Us Andersons aren't bound by it. You can fight it. Don't be the story. Make the story.
It's true. I am a seer. I have a power. My mind place is more than I thought it was. This isn't my intuition. I'm seeing their thoughts. Is this why I know the truth about Logan? While everyone else forgot? You said you were my grandfather. If that's true, why wasn't I told about you?
You were part of our fucked up family, way before this horror story. I was a shitty fucking dad to Freya. Your mom didn't deserve that. Not one bit. Things were said and done. Not a day goes by I haven't regretted it. But that fucking father of yours didn't make things any easier. I know Freya is gone.
So I need to apologize to you. I am sorry, Saga.
I can see he's sorry. Mom said she didn't want anything to do with my grandfather. And that my father died before I could remember. It all matches. Tor and Odin aren't part of my family.
Let's do the
wouldn't
father
talk
one
about
first.
my father. You knew him?
Some doors are better left closed. Your dad was a complicated bastard. Always thinking too many steps ahead. That's not how we work. There was trouble, and then he was gone. I didn't handle it well. Freya didn't want anything to do with me after that. I can't blame her.
I never knew my dad or my mom's family. So many broken relationships in my past. I won't lose mine. With Logan. With David. I won't stop until they're safe. You said you were a shitty father to my mom. Is that why she left?
Freya never looked back. My girl was strong. Freya always thought our powers had a dangerous side. Odin and me did fuck with things that should not have been fucked with. Your mom had common sense. She raised you right. Kept you safe. I'm not surprised she didn't tell you about the Anderson power.
She was always protecting me. Whenever I told my mom about my mind place, she called it make-believe. I wish she'd been more honest with me. At least towards the end. I have the clicker. Can I use it to save my daughter?
An amp? Get your guitar roaring, and your drums crashing. Blow reality's eardrums. Just the light switch isn't enough. It's Tom's story we're dealing with, so he's gotta be the one to rewrite it. After that's done, he can flick that switch to bring the whole thing home, baby.
I can't use the clicker without Wake. Tom. Meaning Wake. He needs to rewrite the story first. I can't stop the horror story without him.
Okay.
You're back. Welcome.
I'm gonna play these just for a second so they stop popping up as not having been listened to.
Hello.
Hello. Okay. I'm sure we've got a lot to cover here. Put up on the board.
Took care of all this. Tor's here in the overlap. Gotta find him and get the fuck out.
Already took care of that.
Wake wrote Logan into the story. He had no right to use her like this. There is still time to make him fix it. I won't give him a choice.
Getting real sick of your attitude there, Saga. What did this say? Cynthia wanted the record. Tor would have done anything she said.
Okay.
Fact versus fiction. Mom thought Tor's power was dangerous, didn't want me around it.
Think.
Tor and my father had problems. There was trouble. Our family is not bound by Wake's story. The Andersons can see through the horror story. Anger's remorse mentions that the man I drove away.
The way Tor behaved? I'm surprised my mom hung around for as long as she did. But he is genuinely sorry.
Okay, guess I can't do anything with that. Clicker acts like an amplifier. I feel like we did this previously.
Huh.
Because Wake wrote the story, only Wake can edit it.
Wake needs to be the one to rewrite the ending. And I'll need to keep an eye on him.
Area on the overlap is always flooded. Into the dark place playing Tor and Odin's song.
Overlaps require pieces of art to enter. Is that because of the dark place's focus on art?
Whoa, what are you doing?
Thanks for telling me this, Tor. I need to go find Wake. To stop this.
The old gods of Asgard will be ready to help. Me and my bro will bring the rock when you need it. Remember, your daughter is alive. Just kept from you by this bullshit horror story.
I needed to hear that. Thanks, Grandpa.
Already moving away from him. Place looks like shit.
The FBC is holding Wake at the sheriff's station. I need to make Agent Estevez understand. They have Wake and I have the clicker. We have to work together to stop this. Casey. Get the clicker to Wake and make him fix his attempt to play God. That's the plan. But the FBC have him.
Are you jumping? What is this conjecture here, Saga? I'm starting to not like your attitude. Oh, Wake is playing God. He's trying to, well, you know, save people in the long run. He might need to use certain means to get it done, but it's not like he's like, whoa, I'm going to create a world and make it in my image. That's not really his goal. His goal is to try to defeat the dark presence and to get out of the goddamn dark place. And it's like everything we've seen so far with Saga's story would suggest that, but she's like wrapped up in this belief like, oh, how dare Mr. Wake? What is he doing playing God like this? Shut up. Used a shitload of ammo for that segment there where we're fighting Cynthia. Kind of sucked, but guess that's the way the game's played on occasion. Need to see if I could potentially end up getting the rifle in this area if we can do that. Apparently you needed a doorknob for it, but I don't know how simple that is to get. Where'd all the old folks go? They get back into town or what? Her vehicle isn't here, is it?
Vote Mayor Setter to sit in office.
Let me see if I can find that. There's a save point around here. I think. Yeah, we need a doorknob for that. No clue where that's going to end up being. Only reason I want to potentially save around here, I want to do a manual save, is because I may want to come back here, do a little bit of exploring, see if I can get the rifle, mainly. I think it would be a good idea to get another weapon. Keep going in the wrong one. Got a little bit of rifle ammunition too, so I'm sure it wouldn't be a bad idea to pick it up. Oh, is that it? Might be simpler than I thought. Alright. Well, since we have it, let's just go pop it on.
Ilmo was nervous. His palms were clammy. He lowered his phone. Mulligan isn't picking up. Yako shook his head, pointed at his own phone. Same with Thornton. Ilmo didn't like it. No one was answering the phone at the workshop in Watery either. Something was up. It had to be the writer. Had to be. The Koskela brothers were crouching in the bushes across from the Elderwood Palace Lodge, its light shining in the night. They couldn't wait any longer. The brothers knew Saga was in Watery visiting her trailer. Going now was their only chance to do this without hurting her. Ilmo stood up and a crowd of deer masks looked his way. Okay, this is it. The writer is the target. Take him down and it's all over. Only shoot the Fed if you have to. This is our big moment. We watch in the night. The crowd murmured the chant back to him. Ilmo turned his face to the hotel. He could see Saga's partner in the window. Ilmo slapped his brother on the shoulder. The brothers donned their masks. The cult of the tree was ready.
They're all so soft and sad.
3 more, I think. Might have been handy to have. Actually, I don't know that we would have been able to get into it because we would have needed to get into the reception area. And it seems like to get into the reception area, the power needed to be on for this first set of doors. And I don't know, maybe that came back on when we did the generator, but that was unavailable to us when we were doing this particular section. So I'm not too sure, you know, when we would have been able to do that, if it just unlocked now or if it was something that popped up like after the fact. But at least we have it now. I guess kind of while we're in the area, I might as well go through and
Are you planning to go
do a couple things.
Deer Fest parade?
Twirling that gun around like she's part of ROTC. Oh, I went through the door. What? There's like an alternative path to get back to town as well. Half wondered if I should go through that way. I kind of want to get into town to see if something automatically triggers, because I would sort of like to explore. It'd be nice, but I might want to do some exploration stuff off stream, just because it's not going to be the most interesting thing. So I'm surprised we still have the doorknob in the inventory. We put that on the door. Why are we taking it with us? Unless he opened it and then just took it off again. There's probably going to be things to do around this section. Sort of half expecting there to be some enemies too. But it is kind of in the daytime, so maybe not. This is also the long way around. Probably should have gone back to the front. See, if I had pressed on this way, I don't know if it'd be possible, if there was something that would have blocked our way.
Sorry.
Clear to me that there's a lot of enemies in this forest. I'm not really in a position to be working with that right now, since I just expended a shitload of ammunition trying to fight that boss. So I'm thinking about taking the short way, even if it means if I have to double back. Stuff load up in here. It's like the whole building was gone for a second. Oh. That doesn't actually go to the front. That just goes to this secondary old folks' home entrance. Another manuscript?
Saga had slid into a nightmare. A growing amount of evidence said her daughter was dead. Saga couldn't accept that. Wake said it could be undone. But Wake was gone, in the custody of the Federal Bureau of Control. Casey, her only ally, was gone too. She was alone. Agent Estevez had pulled rank on her, stonewalled her, shut her out of her own case. Saga refused to give up. She needed answers. Tor and Odin Anderson would have some. A family visit then. No one could blame her for that. Saga was trapped in a horror story. It was manifesting itself around her like the darkness of a mental illness.
I guess this was set up for
and deeper.
when we initially got to the Valhalla home. But not much sense in it now, considering we've already done everything here. At least as far as the main plot points are concerned. What the heck is going on here? Okay, I guess the entrance is in a different spot than I thought it was. Still in a different spot. Keep walking around, seeing where the barrier is gonna break way. How did I miss that?
We walk in the night!
Mistime dodge. 3 enemies waiting for me, huh? Controller disconnected. What the hell? It's on. Okay. Wait, do I have the... I didn't get the rifle. Son of a bitch. Alright. You know what? We've been going a while. It's almost been 4 hours with this stream. I think I'm actually going to stop here. I'll see if I can get to the town off stream, but I might want to scrounge around a bit and see if I can pick up some ammo or something like that, because I'm kind of in a bad situation. If we get the rifle, we might not be in such dire straits, because maybe I could take out these guys quick enough, but yeah, we're kind of at that point where it's like, I need to like scrape something together here. But we're sort of wasting time getting through this shit. My only fear was, and why I wanted to try to get to town first, was if I get into town, is there going to be a cutscene? Is something going to lock me into place? Saga going to immediately jump into trying to get into the police station, or what's going to happen? So to avoid that, I kind of wanted to get a jump on it and see if we could get into town first. But this might take a little bit of work just because of how badly the boss battle with Cynthia fucked us over. Just all of that. Health-wise, we're fine. I mean, I didn't get an opportunity to heal at all during any of that. So, you know, we've got plenty of health items, but I do not have shit for ammunition right now. So yeah, kind of in a bad spot. But yeah, we'll figure something out. I'm going to see if I can get down there on my own time and hopefully do a little bit of exploration and stuff. But yeah, that'll be it for now. I hate to say it, but this is probably the first bad stream we've had of this game. Whether it's just like performance on my part or performance on the game's part. I didn't do too bad. It's the boss battle messed me up a bit, but otherwise we were chugging along fairly nicely. But the performance was just super shitty in some of these spots. And, you know, all the game issues with the world not rendering and just stuff stuttering and shit not showing up. There was that whole thing with the projector. I wanted to see what was on the film, but guess we couldn't see it because the game didn't load it up. So I don't know what's going on, but this is the first time when we played this game where, you know, the game itself has been not so great. So, oh well, can't always be perfect, but that's how it goes sometimes. Hopefully the next one will be better. Again, I do want to try and get back into Bright Falls, but I do want to switch over to Wake and knock out a chapter of his so that we can, you know, flip-flop back and forth between them. But we'll have to wait on that next time. Whole stream just for Saga. Maybe we'll do a whole stream for Alan next time. That's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys for watching. Appreciate you. Everybody that was lurking here. And a freeze bro for the raid earlier. Thank you much. And yeah, as soon as tomorrow, we'll see what happens. But until then, take care. Have a good night. Catch you next time.